Elmer Figueroa Arce, better known under the stage name Chayanne, is a Puerto Rican Latin pop singer, actor and composer. As a solo artist, Chayanne has released 21 solo albums and sold over 30 million albums worldwide. Biography. Early life. Elmer Figueroa's father is Quintino Figueroa, a sales manager, and his mother was Irma Luz Arce, a teacher, who died on April 17, 2014, after a long fight against cancer. He is the third of 5 siblings. Their names are Kenny, Clara, Elliot and Emmanuel. Elmer's nickname Chayanne was given to him by his mother, in honor of his love for the 1950s television series, Chayanne. Career with Los Chicos. In the late 1970s, he auditioned for Menudo, but the producers told him that he was too young to be in the group. He joined another group, Los Chicos. They produced several hit recordings, including Puerto Rico Son Los Chicos, and Ave Maria. Solo artist. After Los Chicos separated in 1984, Chayanne began his career as a solo artist. He signed with Arce and released his first album, Chayanne es mi nombre, that year. His second album with Arce, Sangre Latina, was released in 1986. After 3 years with Arce, Chayanne switched labels to Sony Music and broke out with his first self-titled album in 1987. This album featured a blend of ballads and dance tracks, a formula for which Chayanne would be famous. It featured 2 hit songs, the ballad Peligro de Amor written by Michael Sullivan and Paulo Masadas, and a song that would cement him as an overall performer, the upbeat dance track Fiesta en Alma copyright Rica written by Honorio Herrero. In 1988, Chayanne released the eponymous second self-titled album, Chayanne. This album included several hit singles including Honorio Herrero's Te Pirata Soy Yo, Josa copyright Mara Acano's Fuiste un trozo de hilo en la escarcha, and Est ritmo se belleza, composed by Pierre-Edouard Decimus, Jacob Desvera and Roberto Levi. At the same time, Chayanne became a spokesperson for Pepsi, with the airing of the first Spanish-speaking advertising spot broadcast on national television coast to coast during the 1989 Grammy Awards telecast. In 1990 he released the album Tiempo de Vals, featuring some of his best-selling singles such as the title track, composed by Josa copyright Mara Acano, Completamente Enamorados, composed by Piero Casano, Adele Leo Cagliati, and Eros Ramazzotti, and Dara a Qualquer Cosa, composed by Luis Gar Cubed Mezzascola and Julio Sigars. He followed it with the album whose title track would eventually become Chayanne's signature song, Prueba Cubed Came. That album also featured the hit El Centro de mi Coraza Cubed En, and was nominated for Pop Song of the Year at the Lo Nuestro Awards of 1993, while Chayanne was listed for Male Pop Artist. 2 years later, he released the album Influences, which was a tribute to some of his musical influences. In 1996, he released Volverenacia. In 1998, he received his second Grammy nomination with the album Atado a Amor, which featured his first #1 hit since 1992, Daria Todo, as well as a long-lasting hit in the title track. The hot streak continued in 2000 when Chayanne released Simplement with the top 10 hit Candela, and the #1 hit Yo Te Amo. In 2002, he released Grandes Éxitos, a greatest hits album with a few new tracks. One of those new tracks, Y Te Vas, was the #1 song of the summer in 2002. The next year, Chayanne released Sincero, which featured 2 #1 songs, Un Siglo Sin Ti, and Ciudad el Alma. In 2005, he did a tour along with Mexican Alejandro Fernandez and fellow Puerto Rican Marc Anthony. That same year, he released 2 albums. First, a second greatest hits album, Desde Siempre, with the new song Contra Vientos y Mareas, followed by Cautivo with hits such as No Sé Por Qué, Te Echo de Menos and No Te Preocupes Por Mí. Chayanne's 13th album Mi Tiempo was released April 2007. The album debuted at #2 on the top Latin album chart, selling 17,000 copies in its first week of release. The first single off the album, Si Nos Quedara Poco Tiempo, reached #1 on the Hot Latin Tracks chart. Following the album's release, Chayanne began an international tour to promote Mi Tiempo. Among the places visited early in the tour were Mexico, Venezuela, Ecuador, Peru, and the United States. On August 24, 2008, he began a series of presentations in Spain. When interviewed, he noted that the concert would be fluid like a musical, and more Latin than his previous presentations, being composed of more pop, Brazilian, Caribbean and reggae rhythms, which he would use to dance constantly. He also gave a special performance in Miss Universe 2003 pageant. On November 3, 2009, Chayanne released a new single titled Me Enamora copyright de Ti, serving as the theme song for the 2009 soap opera Corazon Salvage. This single is featured in Chayanne's 2010 release, No Hay Impossibles. On March 14, 2015, Chayanne released a new single titled Ta Respiracia Cubden, serving as the theme song for the 2015 soap opera Lo Impnable. Acting career. In the 1980s, Chayanne participated in several soap operas and starred in the comedy series Generations with Luis Antonio Rivera. More recently, he has received several offers for acting jobs, but he has declined most of them for conflicting with his musical career, which he considers his priority. In 1998, he starred in his first Hollywood role, playing a Cuban dancer along with Vanessa L. Williams in Dance With Me. He also made a guest appearance on Ally McBeal. In 1994 he played himself in Volver and Pisa along with Yuri. That same year, he also starred in Linda Sarah opposite former Miss Universe, Dayanara Torres. The film was written and directed by famous Puerto Rican Jacobo Morales. More recently he has starred in other projects like the Argentine soap opera Pruva Cubed Came, for which he made the soundtrack of the same name. In 2008, Chayanne played the title role in a television series titled Gabriel, Amor Immortal, Who is a Vampire. To familiarize himself with the concept, he adopted a different daily schedule, sleeping during the day and working at night. He noted that the production wanted to make things look as real as possible, but that the adaptation process was hard. The series debuted on September 28, 2008, on Mega TV. Personal life. Chayanne lives in Miami and is married to attorney and former Venezuelan beauty queen Marilisa Morenés. They have 2 children, Lorenzo Valentino and Isadora Sofia. Filmography. Films. Television. Songs for television and movies. Discography. 2014, En Todo Estará copyright, 2012, A Solas con Chayanne, 2010, No Hay Impossibles, 2008, Vivo, 2007, Mi Tiempo, 2005, Cautivo, 2005, Desde Siempre, 2003, Sincero, 2002, Grande Copyright Éxitos, 2000, Simplement, 1998, Atado Te Ama, 1996, Volveronesa, 1994, Influencers, 1992, Pruva Cubed Came, 1990, Tiempo de Vals, 1988, Chayanne 2, 1987, Chayanne, 1986, Sangre Latina, 1984, Es Mi Nombre. See also, List of Puerto Ricans. References. External links, official website, Chayanne at the Internet Movie Database.